Okay, let me ask you this. Why are companies like Coinbase, Shopify, and Ramp spending millions to build their own AI coding tools, while still writing checks to Anthropic every month? That paradox is the key to understanding the future of enterprise AI, and honestly, it's way more interesting than the usual build versus buy debate. Let's unpack this. So here's the thing. These companies aren't just tinkering with AI for fun. They've created internal coding agents, automated systems that can turn a Slack message into a finished code pull request. But get this, they're still paying for commercial tools like Claude Code. Why? Because the real battle isn't over who has the fanciest language model. It's about control, who owns the harness that connects developers to these models. Let me break down why this matters. Think of the language model like a power plant. You need electricity to run your factory, but you don't need to own the plant itself. What you do need is total control over how that power gets distributed, metered, and applied to your specific machines. That's what these companies are doing. They're building the electrical grid for their AI, integrating security protocols, workflow tools, and cost management systems. The model? Just another utility they plug into. What fascinates me here is how this mirrors the cloud computing evolution. 10 years ago, companies realized it was stupid to build their own data centers when AWS or Azure existed. But they did build custom platforms on top, standardizing deployments, automating pipelines, enforcing security. Now we're seeing the same pattern with AI. The frontier models are the new AWS. The real differentiator is the proprietary layer you build above it. Take Coinbase Forge. It's not impressive because it uses some secret AI sauce. Claude probably does the actual coding. The magic is how Forge hooks into their internal systems, Slack, GitHub, Linear. It's the middleman that handles permissions, validates changes, even spins up mobile builds. That's why they can process more AI tokens while spending less. They're not paying per developer's whim. They've turned AI into a centralized utility with knobs and levers they control. But here's the twist. This doesn't kill commercial tools. It complements them. Shopify's River handles background tasks like 20% of their pull requests, but developers still use Claude interactively in their editors. It's like having both a centralized HVAC system and space heaters. You use the big system for the basics, but sometimes you need portable flexibility. What many people miss is the economic chess game happening here. When Walmart had to cap AI usage because costs exploded, that wasn't a failure of technology, it was a failure of architecture. The companies that own their AI harness can implement intelligent routing, prompt caching, and model switching without developers even noticing. Want to trial a cheaper open-source model? Flip a switch. Need to audit every API call? Bake it into the platform. This raises a deeper question. If the model becomes interchangeable infrastructure, where does innovation actually happen? The answer lies in the platform's ability to layer context, security, and verification. Ramp's Inspect runs in sandboxed VMs that mirror developer environments, meaning the AI isn't just writing code in a vacuum. It's interacting with systems like Datadog and Sentry, using real production telemetry to validate its work. That's not just automation. It's creating a closed feedback loop between AI and operational reality. So where's this all heading? My take? We're watching the birth of a new enterprise software category, the AI orchestration layer. Just like Kubernetes standardized container management, we'll see platforms emerge that abstract away which model you're using and focus on how AI interacts with your unique systems. The companies betting big on this now, like those three pioneers, are positioning themselves to treat AI not as a tool, but as a first-class citizen of their engineering ecosystem. Here's the kicker. Model providers might win individual battles, but the platform owners win the war. If you're Anthropic or OpenAI, your intelligence is now a commodity plugged into someone else's control plane. That's a huge power shift. 10 years from now, the names we associate with AI leadership might not be the model makers at all. They could be the unsexy, but critical platforms that decided which models got used, how, and at what cost. What do you think? Is this the end of the road for standalone AI tools, or just the start of a new kind of platform war? Let me know in the comments, and if this rabbit hole made your brain itch, maybe hit subscribe. We're witnessing a tectonic shift here, and trust me, it's gonna get way more interesting.